All right, guys, one of the quick ways that the service guys use the Pelican to help them troubleshoot is by looking at a specific thermostat when it goes into alarm. So, for instance, we're going to go into the S zone, 178A, which is a certain building, and we're going to start looking into a specific thermostat. Okay, when you go to history graph, an obvious bonus is being able to look at historical data in a lot of detail, right? But on this specific day, which is November 1st, we had a temperature failure right here starting to nosedive on a call for heat. So we know that there was no ignition that took place because the supply temp, which is down here, and the space temp were both going in a downward trend. So I noticed that when we got the alarm in the morning, because the alarm is configurable, but we have it set for a 5-degree deviation. Anything 5 degrees or more will cause an alarm. So then we did get that alarm the next morning at 1:56. We could have got it sooner if we wanted to keep a tighter alarm set point. However, that being said, I was able to look at it at 4:36 that morning. And what you could do in Pelican in order to reset the ignition module, which locks out on occasion, you can turn the command off for heat and then turn it back on, and that resets power to the ignition module and allows your unit to come back on in heating mode if it could reestablish flame. So that's what happened here, and that bought us some time so I could send a technician out to investigate why that ignition module locked out. So the ignition module locked out because there was a bad gas valve, and the bad gas valve was intermittently going bad. So the technician found it and replaced it. But it was very easily identified that the ignition module locked it out because when I recycled power and it fired back up, the only thing on this specific unit that could do that is the ignition module being locked out. So again, this is a great tool to use to not only buy you some time by potentially resetting the ignition module, but also getting the alarm sent to you and then having the historical data to know exactly when it failed. So again, the ability to just hone in on the exact specifics of what was going on through here is huge. We always like to add supply sensors too, so at a quick glance, we can do some verification of the unit's operation. All right, thanks.